Alright everyone, what's going on? It's Rico Sensei, and I'm here to give my first impressions, and I guess you could say episode 1 review on the new series called The Reflections. So far we really don't know what's the plot about The Reflections, so the first thing you're going to notice as soon as you go into the series is that the animation is very, very different than its traditional anime style. This is more of a comic book. No, this is a comic book anime. Like, if you guys read comic books, then you will know this is like directly from a comic book. It's that kind of animation style. So to those who aren't new or who are new to the comic book style, it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird, but I really like this style. It's going to be a little slower to those who are new to the this kind of style. And also the sound to this the sound is very detailed, because when one of the good guys, I guess you could say, were fighting one of the bad guys, and he was talking, he had all this armor and stuff on. The subtitles told us what he was saying, but it was very muffled, because he was telling the girl he rescued, everything's going to be alright, I'm here to save you. But it was so muffled because of all the armor and stuff, it was hard to hear. So I really appreciate small details like that. So yeah, there was pretty much a fight going on the entire episode between this guy in all armor and a bat guy, a bat villain. He has, wings, and he can do the whole screeching thing like a bat. So they were fighting pretty much the whole episode, and we also we also got to see another few characters, which is a guy in all red and has like a little X on his face, and this little photographer. The photographer, we don't really know much about her. I think she's going to be our real protagonist. She has a power to where she can pretty much, I guess, teleport to small places, to short distances, I guess you could say. Like, I don't know, it's a really, really short distance she can travel. And the red guy, he can copy anybody's abilities, because the photographer and the red guy were fighting two villains, and he pretty much copied both of their abilities and beat both of them up. So that was really cool to see. I'm really liking this the animation, because the action fight was pretty nice. So after that, the the red guy stormed off. He ran off. I guess he didn't want anybody to really see who he was, so he ran off, and the photographer began chasing him to where, the red guy pretty much, he vanished. We don't know where he went for the rest of that episode pretty much. And then after that, we went back to the blue guy in all armor and the bat, and they were fighting. They were going back and forth, and also the blue guy was fighting a frog guy too, but that really didn't count because it wasn't a long fight. They had this scene. I don't know if it resembled anything, but there was this in the background. All you hear was Sky Show chanting over and over, Sky Show, Sky Show. So I'm curious to know what that means. Eventually, the guy in all armor defeats the bat villain, and everybody after that, everybody wants to know, who is this guy who saved us, who saved the city. And there was a little comedy scene, because he was going to reveal himself, but he kind of failed at doing that. And he pretty much said, yeah, you can call me I Guy. And then the interviewer wanted to know, are you here to stay and protect New York? And he pretty much said, nah, I don't think I'm going to do this often. I live in Los Angeles. And so he just took off after that. And so the villains who were captured, the guy that the red mask, he defeated, the villains were captured and taken into custody. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know where that's going. More villains came and pretty much freed the villains. You know how that goes. And so that's pretty much mostly the end of that episode. We just got to see a lot of action scenes. We didn't get to see who these characters were. But we got a little detail on how these people got their powers, because it said 3 years ago there was like this smoke, like this green smoke and light that went all around the world, and it said that wow, I'm doing terrible.
No. Well, do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Some people were killed. Some people had side effects, which they're calling the reflected. You know, the guys who have the powers, and the rest just weren't affected at all. So that's a little backstory on how they got their powers. And at the very, very end, we see the photographer. She's doing her research on the guy with the red on, and he appears at her door saying, "What did you need me for? Why were you following me?" Pretty much. And that's the end of the episode. So again, this is, if you read a comic book, this is, you know, you'll feel home, you'll feel welcome here. What else can I say about this series? Stan Lee, the creator of all the comic books and whatever, Stan Lee, he's helping out with this. And at the very end, after the ending song, which is really good, by the way, he narrates the preview. So that's really cool. Oh, one thing I really want to touch on. I don't know if it's permanent or they just want to do it for this one episode or a little short skit. But while the blue guy in all armor, you know, Eye Guy, he was punching the villains, they had the little sound effects come up to, like, you know, bam, zap, boom. It came up to when he was hitting them. So again, this is really homage and tribute to stuff like that, and I really appreciate that. So I'm definitely going to watch next week's episode. I'm really hyped for this. What do you guys think about reflectors, or the reflection? I'm sorry. Comment below. Leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on my next video.